Hi everyone, and welcome to Jane Talks Trek, where I'll be talking about and reviewing an episode of the original series, The Next Generation, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, or Enterprise. Today, I'm looking at the Siege of AR-558 from Deep Space Nine's 7th season, or as I like to call it, that time Quark wandered into a war zone. This episode was requested by Matthew L. Thank you for the suggestion, and let's get going. We begin the episode with this Ferengi dude singing badly, even though the actor can sing well in real life, but he doesn't get the gig, and Bashir picks up some tunes for a supply run he's going on. Sisko and Odo talk about the war going on and how many people have died, and Quark complains he's been sent on the mission to the front lines. Hey, it's that other Dax lady again. What was her name? Ezra or Esri or something? The ship shakes, so Worf takes care of Quark, and seriously, they brought Nog on this mission too? Everyone beams down to the supply planet, getting immediately shot at, and into the credits we go. Turns out it was the Federation shooting at them because this guy Vargas is rather upset about the war going on.
Welcome to paradise, Captain.
And Nadia shows Sisko their communications array, which is what the fight is about, and they've been fighting off attacks for 5 months trying to keep hold of it. Quark isn't having the best time being stuck in the middle of it all, but Nog is impressed by the soldiers and calls them heroes.
I feel sorry for the Jem'Hadar.
Bashir helps the injured, but Vargas is real aggro when he tries to heal his arm because a guy put a bandage on it right before I got killed. He reports to Sisko that these people need to be shipped out, but no time for that because someone steps on a landmine. And then the Jem'Hadar attack the Defiant, so Sisko says they'll stay behind to help the soldiers, and sends the Defiant away. No one knows where the Jem'Hadar are until they just saunter up, not doing anything, because they're just scout holograms, and another mine is tripped. Sisko says they need to find these mines and get rid of them, so get on that you two, and Quark gives food to Nog, who thinks he's being too overprotective.
We're in the middle of a war and this rifle can keep me alive.
But he argues that if it were down to the Ferengi, a peace treaty would have been signed by now. Sisko wants to send Nog on a scout mission because of his superior hearing, and Quark is furious.
Bet you wouldn't send Jake out there.
Good point. Esri gets a scanner working, but explains while some of her other lives have been in battle, she's a newbie, while the scout party come across the Jem'Hadar's camp, but they're spotted, Nadia getting killed and Nog getting injured. Quark yells at Sisko because Nog will lose his leg, so Sisko goes to see him to commend him for his efforts before he's called away by Esri. They scan for mines and turns out there's quite a lot of them, which Sisko wants relocating to use against the Jem'Hadar, and now all they can do is wait. Bashir jams on his tunes to inspire the troops and joins them in the front lines as the mines all go off before the survivors rush them. Loads of flashing lights ensue as the battle rages on, so I'm afraid I'll have to skip over it, and Quark can hear it all as he tends to Nog, killing a guy who gets too close. When the dust settles, lots of people are dead. Oh no, I liked that guy! And Worf says all the surviving soldiers will be switched out for new ones. Back on Deep Space Nine, Kira reports the latest casualty list to Sisko. Okay, so once again, I'm missing context for this episode, yada yada Dominion War, yada yada Jem'Hadar. I don't know what it's all about, but anyway, this is one of those proper grown-up episodes that deals with very real topics, war and PTSD. I think it does it really well, not sugarcoating anything, so I could imagine this being pretty controversial when it was first released. So if you've watched my channel for a while, you'll know I'm not a fan of the darker and more real episodes, but I do have an appreciation for them nonetheless. It's a well-crafted episode exploring the harshness and reality of war, but I'm sure it would have more impact if I was a regular viewer of the show. I know it was a supply run, but it's a supply run to the middle of a war zone, so why did they bring Quark, Nog, and Esri with them? Esri's a counselor, right? But the plan was to drop off the supplies and leave, so they wouldn't use her in that capacity. Quark was nominated by the Grand Nagus, but why does he get a say? Quark's Sisko's crew member, isn't he? And isn't Nog a child? Surely it can't be Starfleet policy to send children to the front lines. I know why these three, because they wanted people for the story that weren't experienced fighters, but as far as in-universe sense, it doesn't make any. Sending Bashir makes sense, and it seems like his character has come quite a way since I watched season 1, so that's nice. I liked Bashir when I watched initially, despite his odd acting choices, so I'm glad he's progressed through the show's run. The message for the episode is important, and Sisko's command style definitely sets him apart from the other captains in the franchise. So there you have it. That was the Siege of AR-558. If there's an episode of Star Trek you'd like me to cover, pop it down in the comments below or come say hi on social media. If you enjoyed this video, then please hit that like button, it really does mean a lot, or consider subscribing if you want to be assimilated into my channel. Alternatively, feel free to check out my other YouTube channels. Thank you so much for watching, I'll speak to you soon, and live long and prosper.